Hey everyone, it's Trader Rob. Today is Sunday, January 25th. I want to provide you guys my new weekly bands and tradable levels for this coming week here on the NQ and the ES. Also want to take a look at the tradable levels and the weekly bands, how they performed from my video from last Sunday, which I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed. With that being said, this week first Monday, Tuesday, I think I was like on a 7 or 8 day winning streak. Really fought back on Wednesday. Was down on the stream. Got back to the green, small green, a couple $100. Took a loss on Thursday and then another loss on Friday. So I'm hoping here this coming week things will start to kind of turn around here and see some nice profitable days here. Which I'm actually really excited for this trading week. To be honest with you, the way that my levels and volume has been playing out, I've been very happy with. So, with that being said, let's get into the intro. Let's get into the new weekly bands. Oh, and I'm going to give you guys a little update on my Discord. It's a great resource, and we'll talk about that right after the intro. As always, nothing that I state on my channel is financial advice. Trading futures or any type of trading is risky business. Any capital that is put out there is at risk for loss. All right, folks. So first off, I want to just give kind of a little update here, what I've been doing on Discord. So now every morning at 7:45 a.m., so about 45 minutes before the market open, I'm in Central Time here in Chicago. I have been live streaming my charting session, so I show all of my members on Discord, which is free. There's over probably 4,500, maybe about over 4,000 members on Discord right now, and we go over my how I map out my 5-minute and my 15-minute levels, not only on the NQ and the ES, but also in gold. So I've recently added gold here to my charting every single morning. Been taking some trades. Actually, I think my most profitable trades in from this last week were in gold. So if you want to join, there's a link to my Discord server in the description below. It's free to join, and again, you'll see me live stream every single morning. It goes for just about 15 minutes, and then from there, I leave my automated strategies in gold, oil, and the 15-minute Rob reversal. I let those run so people can kind of see the trade results from the automated strategies as well. All right, so let's kind of see here. Let's jump into the NQ. Let's see where how our bands and our weekly tradable levels here, how they reacted. So Sunday's video obviously came out before this gap to the downside. Video I think last Sunday came out around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We had a pretty strong gap to the downside. We finally got into this weekly band here at the 25,363 to the 25,260. We hung out in this band for quite a while. We finally dipped through it. And where did we dip to? If you guys remember, gave you guys a tradable level right at the 25,100. Not only is a psychological number, a lot of volume sitting right there. And I mean, it's kind of hard to pick some bottoms pretty well, but that is pretty much bottom ticking that market to the upside for about 300 points. And that was the exact reaction point there to the upside. And there's a bunch more examples like this one. Unfortunately, this happened at 3:30 in the morning, so I was not on the charts, and I did obviously miss that move. But we did come right back down. We tapped right back into that 25,100. We tapped right back into that 25,100. All of these are tradable. That's why I call these tradable levels. Hopefully, you guys are getting that. We had some pretty kind of wonky price action here. We started pushing right back up, and we finally tapped into this new weekly band that we had sitting up here at the 25,894 to the 25,797. Not only that, we also had a tradable level here at the 25,807, rejected really nice off of the weekly band, and the tradable level here, or I should say the tradable level right here as well. So very nicely done for the NQ. Now let's let's get rid of the tradable levels. So this one is going to be go bye-bye. And this one is going to go bye-bye. You did a phenomenal job. Can't get, honestly, I don't think you could pick one better than that. All right, so now this band's going to stay. This band is going to get adjusted to the 25,641 to the 25,576. And again, that's the 25,641 to the 25,576. It doesn't seem right. It seems like a really small band. Let's see if I did something wrong here. 25,641 down to the 25,576. Yeah, no, that's right. Just looks a lot smaller. Let's make sure here. 6, that's right. That's right. Okay. Just looks a little smaller than normal. And then I'm going to make an adjustment to this band. This band's now going to sit at the 25,297 down to the 25,230. And I got to change the text. That would help. 25,297 to the 25,230. Okay, so both of these weekly bands are below where price action currently is trading at. And then this one here we are good with. So this band did not get tapped into. Now for our tradable levels. Got 2 of them here on the NQ. So first one is going to be at the 25,640. 25,640, and I got to change this. Go to default and text. 25,640. All right, there we go. So sitting really pretty much right at the top of this weekly band. Be very surprised, very curious to see how this one's going to react now. And unfortunately, I keep having to say this every single time, but this is a great example. You have to wait for the Sunday gap. Okay. It could gap up, it could gap down. We have no idea what it's going to do. Obviously, it's got a lot of volume. We're sitting right below here, but we could gap right through this. Okay. So this is not just a buy signal right at the market open tonight in about 50 minutes from right now. This is something where if we gap strong to the downside, we come right back up. This is something that you want to fade at this point. If we gap to the upside, we come right back down. That's something that you want to fade to the upside. Okay. So just be extremely careful there with the open, especially how close it is to where Friday's close was at. And then our next tradable level will sit at the 25,276. 25,276. Okay, this one should be right. Again, in our weekly band, these are the most powerful levels that you will find when you find one in the band. Those are golden. Those are absolutely golden. And again, guys, if you want to learn how to find these levels, there's a 3-part series that I put out. Think they're in the description below. It gives you how I find my levels each morning, how I incorporate volume profile into my strategy. And then there's the secret sauce video that kind of puts them all together. And then again, if you want to reinforce what you've kind of been learning, I would highly encourage you to join the live charting session every morning on Discord. It's free to join. You'll see me live. You can ask me questions. I got about 15 minutes because then I jump on with my Signal service private stream. So it gets a little hectic there in the morning, but it's a great opportunity to see exactly how I find my levels each and every morning on the 5 and the 15. And then if you want to take it a step further, I did release my volume masterclass here on January 1st. It's been received extremely, extremely well. Been very, very thankful for the awesome comments that I've gotten on the masterclass. And it's a great course on if you want to learn about volume. If you've been seeing me or seeing these videos for going on probably a year now of these weekly bands and tradable levels that I give you guys here every single Sunday. If you kind of want to learn the ins and outs from the A to Z on how we find those, I encourage you to take a look at it. All right, let's jump over to the ES. Let's see how the ES reacted. Let's go to Sunday's price action. Okay. This is kind of an interesting one. I love this one. I love the ES. I say I love the ES, but the ES has not been giving me a lot of opportunities lately. Gold has really replaced it as my secondary market, obviously besides the NQ. But I still love the ES. I still look for setups and look at this gap. Is there a surprise here? Is there anything here that you guys are like, something looks really funny on this chart? Rob gave me a tradable level at the 69.34, and he gave me another tradable level at the 69.11. Where'd that gap? What happened with this gap right here? I mean, talk about getting it from both ways. Gapping exactly to where these two tradable levels are at and pretty much bouncing like a ping pong ball between these levels. That's why I call them tradable levels. And this is where volume is sitting at. This is the first place that they want to balance out in a weekly level. Obviously, this weekly level up here never got tested. We gapped pretty much right through it. But then we finally did tap into this pretty big weekly band here at the 68.98. Came right back, tapped into that 69.11. Those are the magnets. We did react very smallly to the 68.77. I think we got probably it was 7. This is a 15-minute time frame. Let's just do a ruler. Maybe 5 points. Nothing huge. 8 points. So nice reaction there. On the ES shit, 8 points, I'd be happy as can be. Finally dipped into the 68.49. What happened? You can't make this shit up, guys. I mean, you go and look at the video on Sunday. Just take a look at the video on Sunday and you let me know. Finally came back down to our lowest level. So every single level above us got respected extremely well. And then we kind of just, I don't know, kind of felt like it was the bottom for the market there for a while. But really no strong reaction to the upside. Eventually we got one, but this would have been a difficult one to trade. And then that was it. And then that was our move all the way right back up into our weekly band at the 69.57. So now let's do a few updates here. This one we are going to update to the 69.80. No, I'm sorry, 69.99 to the 69.60. Okay, so that's your new, let's jump to where price action is currently at. That's your new weekly band sitting above where price action is currently at. I could get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. We really went through a lot of levels, and wow, did they perform very nicely. All right, so we've got that one, and then I just got to make an adjustment, I believe, on this guy, which is the 68.80. Down to the 68.35, 68.80 to the 68.35. Feel like I need one more space there. Okay. So these are your new weekly bands for this week, for this newcomer trading week. One right above you at the 69.90 to the 69.60, and then one below you at the 68.80 to the 68.35. Same thing here. We've got two tradable levels on the ES for this week. First one is going to sit at the 69.85. Oh, forgot to do the coordinates. 69.85. Make sure that's right. Yep. Okay, sitting right in that weekly band, powerful level. And our last tradable level is going to be at the 68.65. 68.65. Make sure that's right. Yep. Beautiful. So two new tradable levels here, both situated in a weekly band. The first one at the 69.85 and the second one at the 68.65. And again, if you want to receive a report with all of the tradable levels, all of the weekly bands for the NQ and the ES, just go to my website. It's www.robstrades.com. Right from the homepage, it'll ask you for your email and your name, and those will come out every single Sunday. It's a very quick email with just the weekly bands in there and the tradable levels, all of them. So everything that is not even I show on screen here, just because we've already covered them in previous weekly updates. But they're down there and they're waiting. They're waiting for price action to come back down there. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to take a few minutes just to one. I want to thank everyone for the amazing. I want to say the amazing support that you guys have shown me on live stream. It was a big endeavor going live every single day. I've been doing it now for, I don't know, it feels like about 3 months, and I've been having a blast with it. I mean, it's transparency to the fullest extent because my signals are on there, how I trade, my footprint, how I do volume. Everything is really on display every single day there, and I think there's just a lot of amazing things to come on the channel. And I would love to see you guys on the channel, on the chat. It's a great place to ask questions, and I think I do a pretty decent job of answering most people's questions on YouTube. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Stay patient this week and join me live. Take care, guys.